Hey everyone, Vinayak here. So at last we have the iPad Pro 2018 edition with us, and we also have the Apple Pencil. So let's check them out. Here's the iPad Pro still in its box. We have the 12.9-inch version with the 64GB of internal storage. There are 256GB and 512GB versions, and also the jaw-dropping 1TB version. But being one of the most expensive iPads out there at present, 64 looked like the most affordable option. The Wi-Fi version starts at around 89,900 and the Wi-Fi plus cellular model starts at around 1,03,900. Yikes! The color we chose is space grey and it looks fantastic, which I will show you in a bit. We also have the Apple Pencil with us, which we'll unbox in this video. We have waited long enough, so let's get the device out of the box. The box is typical Apple design with an easy to access tab to tear off the protective plastic wrap covering the box. Lift open the top lid and we are first greeted by the iPad Pro on top. Wow, this thing is massive. Using the provided tab in front, we get the iPad out. Just looking at this big chunk of glass, I am really worried. I need to get a cover for it ASAP. Just look at the size difference between a 2017 iPad and this device. Also in the box are the instruction manuals, the 18-watt power adapter and surprise, a USB-C charging cable. What? Apple moved to USB-C? Yep, now I don't need to carry around an extra lightning cable to charge up the iPad, which is such a convenience. The USB-C port also opens up new avenues of use, but I'll have to test them out before I can comment. The instruction manual has the standard set of documents such as the quick start guide and of course stickers. We can't never have enough of them. Nothing else in the box, so let's get back to the main device. The weight is quite well balanced throughout the device and it doesn't feel heavy in the hand, even though it's such a big device. Peeling off the protective plastic, we can see the Apple logo at the back and the 3 metal connectors which are to be used to connect accessories such as external keyboards. So here is the device. Man, it's gorgeous. With rounded corners and super slim bezels on all the sides. An important note, this device doesn't have a home button anymore. So the same gestures you have on the 10 series iPhones are what you would use here. The device has almost an all-screen design with ultra-thin bezels which looks quite nice. Even though it's only 5.9mm thick, the device is still quite big and not as easy to hold as its smaller siblings. So if you're getting one for yourself, make sure to try it out in the store to check if you would be comfortable holding such a big device. The screen is a fingerprint magnet and I found myself cleaning it every few minutes. Make sure to have a microfiber cloth with you at all times. So now let's boot it up. Once ready, swipe up from the bottom to start setup and connect to your Wi-Fi. And once you go through all the setup and information screens, we reach the home screen. We have the camera on both the front and the back. The front face houses the true depth sensors which are used for Face ID as we have no home button anymore. And on the rear we have a 12-megapixel camera which does jut out a bit and it also does not have OIS and there's also a flash below. 5 microphones help with background noise removal, making FaceTime calls quite clear. On the side we have the volume up and down buttons and a sleep wake button on the top. The speakers on the iPad are 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top, making this quite loud. The smart connector is now moved to the back and to the bottom, which is used to attach accessories like the folio keyboard. The USB-C port now replaces the lightning port and is used for charging and I/O. There is a magnetic connector on the side which allows for docking the second generation Apple Pencil. There are antenna lines visible on the back which are minimal on the top for the Wi-Fi model, and the cellular model has antenna lines on the bottom of the iPad too. There is no headphone jack on the device, and if you need to use a headphone, you will need a USB-C to 3.5mm dongle, which is not included in the box. So let's have a quick look at the specifications. The device is a 12.9-inch liquid retina display with a resolution of 2732 by 2048, which is effectively 264 ppi. It has a 120Hz refresh rate named ProMotion by Apple, and True Tone, which changes color tone on the screen to warmer or cooler colors to match the external environment. There is also Face ID now on the device, and it has the A12X Bionic chip, which is currently the fastest processor available from the Apple stables. Choices for storages are between 64, 256, 512 and a mind-boggling 1TB. The 1TB version has 6GB of RAM, whereas the rest have only 4GB. This device is compatible with the second generation Apple Pencil. Face ID is one of the security options available on top of the pin. Setup is quite straightforward, and now we can unlock the device by just looking at it. Look at the device, the lock icon animates to unlock and swipe up to enter the device. And the great thing is, it works in any orientation, that is as long as you are not covering the cameras. If you are shown an animation with an arrow pointing at the camera, indicating to remove anything that may be blocking it. It would mostly be a hand. Remove and Face ID does its thing and the device is unlocked. The True Depth camera also enables Animoji on the iPad, which are quite fun to play with. You can also create your own Memoji, which is quite cool. We have no home button anymore, so we now have gestures, which are the same ones on the iPhone X, such as swipe up on the bar and you're taken to the home screen, swipe up and hold and you can switch between apps. Press and hold the sleep wake button and you have Siri pop up to answer your queries. Now on to the Apple Pencil, another pricey accessory but which works quite well. Draw straight on to draw thin lines, and you can angle it to actually virtually shade on screen. The pencil is really responsive and the double tap to change brushes is a nice feature. The battery on the pencil is non-removable but is chargeable via the magnetic docking section on the iPad Pro. It snaps on, and if you are using for the first time, it would pop up a message to pair the device. Tap continue and it starts to work instantly. To charge, snap it in the same area and the pencil is detected and it displays the current battery level and also starts to charge. The pencil does not always dock properly, and there are times that even though it is attached to the magnet, it does not start charging. So you have to make sure that you hear the audible snap so that you know that it has docked to the iPad. And the indication on screen that is charging would confirm that it is docked properly. Tablets are not dying anytime soon because of their flexibility and ease of use, but compared to laptops, they cannot do most of the work that you can do on laptops, anyway 100% if you would say, because of the limiting factor that is iOS. And iOS, until unless it has features like how macOS has, with full freedom to use your file system and everything, I don't think it can rival laptops directly, even though the specs of this tablet are much higher than those of ultra portables. So they won't be replacements for laptops, but would be an augmentation over the laptop for things like reading your emails or writing emails, and also general reading articles on the tablet itself. For an artist, I think so, because of the pencil it would make a lot of sense, but other than that, I don't think these tablets are going to be laptop replacements anytime soon. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching and see you all next time. Make sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. Also make sure to click on the notification bell to be informed when new videos are added.